story of a lovely teacher who was wishing for a singing passion crew. All of them need to be smart and motivated to broadcast weekly news. Here's the story of a group of students who were dreaming of a broadcast of their own. There were 10 students sitting in their classrooms, and they were all alone. So the one day when the teacher met these students, and they knew together they'd become a crew, that this crew would somehow form a family, and that's the way we became Cougar News. Cougar News. Cougar News. That's the way we became Cougar News.
Hello, Affton. Today is April 10th, 2013. I'm Lena Fountain.
And I'm Jack Nathy. Say, Lena, what are you doing after school today?
Well, I was planning on going to Bread Company. Did you know that you can donate money to help the less fortunate?
I heard about that, but I didn't know much about it.
Well, I know Mia did a story on it.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go to her.
Last month, Panera Bread Co. introduced a new item, the Turkey Chili Bread Bowl. The bowl is part of a pay-what-you-can meal plan, which Panera calls the Meal of Shared Responsibility. The suggested price of the bowl is $5.89, but you can pay whatever you want, anywhere from $0 to $100 or even more. Those who can't afford anything get the bowl for free. According to CBS, the co-founder, chairman, and co-CEO of the chain said, "We are launching the Meal of Shared Responsibility because we know that 1 in 6 Americans, over 50 million people nationwide, are food insecure, meaning they have limited or uncertain access to adequate food. There are also donation boxes next to every register for customers who want to donate. The bowl will be offered at every one of the 48 cafes in St. Louis." For Cougar News, this is Amila Haseda.
Wow, that's awesome. I'll be sure to give a generous donation when I go.
Me too, and that chili looks delicious.
Yeah, it does. All this talk about food's making me hungry. For a commercial break, let's go to commercial.
What's wrong? I can't remember the theme from homecoming last year.
Well, your worrying stops now. The yearbook staff works very hard to ensure every major high school memory is featured.
Awesome! But where can I buy a yearbook?
Miss Lawrence's room, in room 30.
Cool. I'll go make my purchase now.
This here is Rob.
My name's not Rob.
Rob, please, I'm talking. Rob here is thinking about joining theater. Isn't that right, Rob?
I was thinking about it, but then...
But what, Rob?
I mean, I don't know if I want to act.
Well, that's okay. There are plenty other departments for you to join.
I think I'll join theater. I'm gonna do it.
Excellent. Just come here at the auditorium Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6:30. Can't wait to see you there.
My name's not Rob.
Bye, Rob.
Check out this chef, right? Right? That's so gay. That's really gay. Dude, look at those hands.
Please don't say that.
What?
Don't say that something is gay when you mean that something is dumb or stupid. It's insulting. It's like if I thought this pepper shaker was stupid and I said, man, this pepper shaker is so 16-year-old boy with a cheesy mustache. Just saying. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
Say, Lena, do you know who the new teacher of the year is?
No, I know last year was Miss Cartier, but I've been wondering who this year's teacher of the year is.
Well, Corey did a story on it. Take it away, Corey.
You know him by his Birkenstocks and cryptic answers. He is Mr. Jennings. This will be his 13th year teaching at Affton High School. This year, he teaches Honors AP English 3, Honors AP English 4, and Advanced Creative Film. But I bet you didn't know how he became a teacher.
It was a long process. When I got out of high school, I did not want to be a teacher. I wanted to get out of high school as fast as I could. It took me actually getting out of school, going into the United States Army, and having somebody tell me I wasn't being paid to think that, no, that's not an option. And I realized how important learning was. So I went to Washington University, From there I went to Florissant Valley Community College. From there I went to what at the time was Southwest Missouri State, now Missouri State. After my time in the Army, I went to Truman State University and finally found a school that was perfect for me. Reading and writing teaches me so much, and that's really what I want to be around. I want to be around an environment where learning is what's most important. I thought that'd be a good fit. The film, oddly enough, is something I've always been interested in, but not something I even knew you could teach. I mean, I wasn't aware that there were film production classes at this school when the job opening came up. We just kind of had to have, because of the success of the program here, we had a couple of extra sections. And so they asked me if I wanted to teach it. And I played up the fact that I had been a student of film. I had at Truman State University helped sort of design a course on the 1950s that included film.
How did you become the GSA sponsor?
So we had a student who felt like this would be a good organization for our school. And for this student, it was very much he felt like he needed a place. He felt like he and some of his fellow students did not have a place at the school. And so they asked me, and the truth is that it was an easy yes. It felt like and still feels like it's the right thing to do. And
how do you feel about being Teacher of the Year?
it is humbling. It's a great honor to realize, as everybody should. I mean, this is not a competition. What this is about allowing teachers to speak about what they love. And so it is great to be thought of in the same light as Miss Cartier, Mr. Walker, Madame, Mr. Esselman. I'd have to go down the entire list of former Teachers of the Year.
After speaking with Mr. Jennings, I spoke with some of his colleagues and his students.
I think it's wonderful. It's long overdue. Most of the time my schedule doesn't allow for me to sneak in and be able to watch him teach. But I'll catch little conversations, and a lot of the conversations that he continues to have with the students as they're walking to class, he will actually walk with them halfway up the steps, still engaged in conversation about what was taking place in the class.
So I'm very happy that Mr. Jennings won that award. I think one of the best things Mr. Jennings does is connect the literature and the readings that he does he connects it to the emotional and ethical and a kind of non-cognitive way.
He really prepares us for what college is going to be like. It allows for a lot of creative freedom, and you can write about what you want to write about. He gives you a broad topic to think about, and you can narrow down.
What is your advice to students?
Don't waste your time. The truth is, no, you always have a choice. There are always consequences for those choices, but take responsibility.
Congratulations.
Woo! Congrats.
You did it!
Congratulations, Mr. Jennings.
For Cougar News, Corey Patterson.
Congratulations, Mr. Jennings.
You know, Jack, senior year is coming to an end, and there's a lot of things going on for seniors. I can't seem to get all the events and dates together.
Well, lucky for you, I did a story on all the senior calendar events. Roll it.
I sat down with Mr. Bierman to find out what's in store for seniors in May.
On May 7th, we're going to have a pre-prom meeting, which is required for all seniors to attend. Speaking of the prom, May 11th downtown, and that'll kick off roughly 6:30 in the evening for our seniors. On May 8th, we'll have the handprints. May 10th, the senior picnic. Coming down the pipes, so to speak, are the senior exams. The dates of 13th, 14th, and 15th. May 16th, a senior awards day, which transpires in the morning in the auditorium. It's after the award day or in the morning time. There's a senior luncheon that same day off campus. I believe it's at Genesis Banquet Hall, if I'm not mistaken. On May 20th, we have the senior breakfast before rehearsal. And then on May 22nd, Wednesday, we've got graduation in the auditorium at 7 p.m. I will mention that at the rehearsal, there is cap and gowns will be handed out after rehearsal. And then after graduation, the lock-in party for the seniors in the school itself. That kicks off at 10:30 in the evening till 4 in the morning, I've been told. And then the students will be released to go their way.
What are you doing?
I'm writing down all the dates so I don't forget.
Well, while you do that, let's go to commercials.
Doctor, I think I'm sick!
Well, what do you suppose is wrong?
Well, I don't know, Doctor. That's why I'm here.
Well, is there any unusual behavior?
Well, I've been in a more cheerful mood, and I keep breaking out into cheers. Go team!
Well, you, my dear, are what we call a spiritaholic with a mild case of Tourette's. I'm going to need to take immediate action. You need to go to room 30 at once.
Join VSC today to share your spirit the right way. The source trip, room 30.
I'm ready to join Key Club.
Key Club's not about keys, it's about service and leadership. That's what Key Club is about. So you still want to join?
Yeah, I want to join Key Club.
His pajamas are professional. He interviews a CEO for his job. He is the most professional man in the world.
I don't always join clubs, but when I do, it's that I feel like stay professional, my friends.
Hey, have you heard of Mike Rice?
I know he was a former men's basketball coach for Rutgers University, but I don't know much else.
Me neither, but I know Romana does. Let's go to Romana.
Throwing basketballs, pushing players, screaming gay slurs. These were just some of the outrageous actions displayed by Rutgers University's ex-men's basketball coach, Mike Rice. Hired at the New Jersey-based school in 2010, Rice was known for his fiery and unreserved coaching style. However, according to ESPN, it wasn't until Eric Murdoch, a former director of player development with the Rutgers basketball program, revealed footage of Rice abusing his players that Rice's fervid actions were viewed as more than tough love.
I was personally shocked that it had been going on so long and that nothing had been done about it. These coaches are making millions of dollars, and it's kind of more high stakes because their job depends on whether they're winning or losing. It's no excuse to put players through that kind of treatment.
In December of last year, Rice was suspended for actions similar to the ones caught on tape, but it was not until a week ago, when the videos went viral, that the school decided to take action and terminate Rice.
Unfortunately, with a lot of internal problems inside schools or businesses or whatever, corporations, they don't seem to be problems until the public is made aware of them, and then all of a sudden when the public gets involved, everybody knows all the facts, then it becomes a number one or top priority. I do agree with the decision because he represents the university, and that shows that the university doesn't tolerate that kind of behavior from their coaches. For me as a coach, it kind of makes you take a second look at what I do as a coach and how I've been coached in the past, maybe what I'm doing right or what I'm doing wrong. It's always good to win, obviously, but I want to have it to be enjoyable so the kids want to come back each year and hopefully continue to play even after they get out of high school.
Cougar News, Romana Mershak.
Well, speaking of basketball, did you hear of the women possibly being drafted into the NBA?
Yeah, I did hear something about that from Nate.
Well, let's go to Nate!
Brittney Griner is probably the most dominant women's basketball player of all time. She's 6 feet, 8 inches tall, and weighs 208 pounds. She's been awarded with many honors, including the 2012 AP Division I Player of the Year, the 2012 Final Four Most Outstanding Player. She was a 2009 McDonald's All-American and the 2009 State Farm WBCA High School Player of the Year. And last year, she won an NCAA championship with the University of Baylor. In the 2012-2013 season, Griner averaged 23.6 points per game, 9 rebounds per game, and a 60% field goal average. On top of that, she recorded her 736th career blocked shot, which is the record for NCAA men or women's basketball. If that's not enough, she set her career high in scoring with 50 points. Clearly, Griner is a very good player, but does she have what it takes to play in the NBA? Mark Cuban, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, certainly thinks so. He's considering drafting Griner in this next draft. When Griner heard about it, she tweeted, "Let's do it. I would hold my own." I asked a few people to get their perspective on how Griner would do in the NBA.
I think it's a good opportunity for her to show her skills. Honestly, in women's college basketball, she's probably the biggest girl out there, and she has a size advantage. The other thing is she plays center or power forward. And in the NBA, she's going to be facing guys that are 6'10", 7 foot, and are probably about 100 pounds heavier than her. So she'd probably have to become a guard. It'll be interesting to see if she makes the team and if she gets any playing time.
She's too small. Like LeBron, he's 6'9", but he just overpowered her.
From Cougar News, this is Nathan Sontag.
Well, that's our broadcast for this week.
Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow our AHS Cougar News